In this video, we are going to take a look at how we can save money on airline tickets. With the world getting more and more interconnected with each passing year, we have seen a rise in the number of people who are opting to travel through airplanes. Besides the fact that traveling has become accessible to more people, improved hotels and homestays in popular travel destinations has also created an upsurge in the number of people traveling. Airline tickets can be really expensive, and there are probably no people who don't wonder how we can save money on airline tickets. So in this video, we'll take a look at the tricks of the trade to save money on airline tickets. But before we delve into that, we'd like to remind you that we bring these videos to you for free so that you can learn to manage your expenses better and be educated in economics in a better way. All we ask in return is for you to show some support to our channel. You can do that by subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell. Also, don't forget to give us a like if you enjoyed our video. Okay, without further ado, let's move into some of the ways you can save money on airline tickets. One of the things that we do while planning a trip is to buy the airplane tickets right away for a time scheduled in the future. But you should learn to become flexible about it. There is a common fallacy that people have while purchasing a ticket. It is believed that the quicker you buy a ticket, the cheaper it becomes. But that is not really true. Sometimes you might have seen that the airfare prices drop down the very next day after you have purchased the ticket. This has got to do with the fact that airfares are calculated by a method that is known as dynamic pricing. So there is no linear relation between when you have scheduled for a flight and the pricing of the airfare. So take a few days to see when the price drops so that you can save some money. When we are comparing the airfare offered at different places, it becomes all the more important to know if these airfares are comparable across the various additional charges that come while buying a ticket. The various airlines that might offer you a lower price for flying, but they might charge you tens of dollars for carry-ons. It is rather well known that different airlines charge differently for the first, second, and even third carry-ons that you bring, while some airlines let in a couple of carry-ons for free. The other fees that you might want to take into consideration are the change fees. There are airlines that let you change your flights for free, and there are airlines that charge hundreds of dollars for any changes for a change in domestic flights. If you have enough travel credits with you, you can practically fly around for free. That is because there are certain programs that allow you to cash into the travel credits you earn. But for this, you need to first apply for a miles reward program. Based on the number of travels you make or the distance you're traveling on a particular airline or its partners or the money you've spent on your travel or class of airfare, you will be eligible for something that is known as the Frequent Flyer Program, which is normally offered by airlines. In recent times, we've seen people earn travel credits by using a certain type of credit or debit card. Certain retail outlets or car hire companies, hotels, and other enterprises have also joined their hands to earn travel credits. They have done this by associating with a particular card business or an airline. So when you spend money at the aforementioned business, your credits might add up. We explained a while ago that you should be flexible in terms of the date you might use to book your air ticket because of how airlines tend to price their ticket change dynamically. However, there are some patterns that you can find even in the dynamic model. There are some studies which point to the fact that airfares change more than 60 times within a year. It is widely believed that the prices of the business class starts at a low rate, and as the bookings increase, so does the price of the remaining tickets, while the price of an economy class ticket is at the lowest 4 months to a few weeks prior to date of departure. You can take a look at Google's Flight Explorer tool to compare the prices at various times. You can also sign up for apps such as Airfare Watchdog, which provides you with notifications when the airfare drops. There are other apps such as Hopper, that in addition to letting you see how much the price of airfares to your destination changed in the past year, also makes predictions to let you know if the fares are likely to drop or not. While Google is an all-permeating search engine, there might be information about the flight of a particular airline that might not really be available there. It was the case that Southwest Airlines blocked third-party websites or apps to show their airfares, and if you needed to purchase their tickets, you had to make sure that you got into their system. You might also find different airfares priced differently at different search engines. There is Bing Travel, which lets you know how reliable their prediction for the possible drop in the airfare is going to be. There are also flight comparison sites such as Travelocity, Orbitz, Airfare, Watchdog, etc., where the prices of air tickets are different. Look and see if you can save money on airline tickets that way. If you are not really sure if you will make the trip but don't want to pay exorbitant airfares when the price flares up in the future when you finally decide to go, what do? Well, there is something known as the lock-in rate provided by various travel organizations. What you can do with the lock-in fare is that you can make the ticket your own for a specified period of time. Generally, you can receive a ticket for only 24 hours without paying the full price. But the lock-in feature allows you to reserve the ticket formatter for a few days, which you have before you pay the ticket in its entirety. So if you have trouble managing the full airfare within 24 hours, or don't want to miss out on a low-priced ticket when you're not sure if you'll make the trip, explore if the lock-in rate is really worth it. When you are traveling at a time when everyone else is, it goes without saying that you will end up paying a lot more due to the stiff competition. There are certain predictors which show that airfares might be up to half the price if it is during a peak travel season. The additional perk we don't quite take into consideration while traveling off-season is that hotels tend to be less expensive off-season, and the unpleasantness you might have while traveling in a crowd during a peak travel season will be reduced. We know that this might not really be possible for you if your travel dates are inflexible, but if your work or your holidays can be shifted around, you might want to consider it perhaps. If you are a frequent flyer, you must have noticed that certain cities or airports tend to have higher airfares than others. So make sure that you are flexible to traveling to a different airport than the one of your choice. When you travel to a particular place, chances are that you will be renting a car to get to your destination. So factor in the cost of the rental along with the airfare to arrive at a particular airport. Sometimes you might save money by choosing to land in a different city than your destination and then renting a car to the place rather than arriving there directly. There are various ways in which you can save money on airline tickets. The best way to do that would be to have some flexibility about when you will be doing the booking. In the modern age of technology, you should also be logging into various apps to check the airfares and pick the time when the airfares drop. Or you can let your apps give you the fare drop alerts. What other ways, apart from the ones we've highlighted, have you used to save money on airline tickets? Please let us know in the comments down below so that others learn the tricks of this trade. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you understand a few ways to save money on airfares. And don't miss out on new and exciting videos we put up by subscribing to our channel with the notification bell. We'll see you with the new video soon. But in the meantime, you can watch the video on the screen.